Hey guys, I hope you're safe and well. It's been such terrible news about Edward Van Halen, or Eddie Van Halen, who passed away this week. He died from throat cancer, which he's been fighting for the last 10 years, I believe, which is absolutely terrible. I think he was 65, and that's still very young, and he had so much more to give. He's one of the most creative guitarists of our time. He basically reinvented the way we look at the guitar, like Jimi Hendrix. There's not been many people like that who have done such a thing, and of course he's known for his two-finger tapping, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today. And I wanted to say a little bit about why I'm making this video. So when he did pass away, it was 2 days ago. It was evening for me here in the UK. My Facebook, my Instagram, my YouTube just blew up with videos dedicated to Van Halen. I don't think I've ever seen so much exposure of one artist, and rightly so. He's one of the biggest guitarists there is, one of the biggest inspirations in the last 30, 40 years, and we all need to celebrate what he's done for music in general and for what he's done for guitar, for us musicians. It's just insane. Anyway, all of this exposure for him at the moment made me think. So there's going to be lots of young kids who might not know who Van Halen is, who might not know who Eddie Van Halen is, and might not have heard their music, but they've seen that he's the guy who does that tapping thing. So they may want to learn this, and they might be searching on YouTube for this. So I thought I'd make a beginner kind of video showing you how to tap like Eddie Van Halen. A funny story actually, some of my good friends actually said to me, I didn't know much about Van Halen, I didn't even know he was a guitarist, I thought he was a keyboard player. I was like, oh. I thought that was kind of funny, but it goes to show that a lot of non-musicians don't know what he did. I don't know how they don't know that, but as a musician you assume that everyone knows all the things we know. But that's why we need to educate other people who want to learn. Let's say you're a beginner guitarist and you want to learn how to tap like him. This is the video for you. Okay, so enough talk, let's jump right into it. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about his right hand, or his picking hand, where he's going to be tapping with. So he uses index finger to tap. You can use your middle finger to tap if you want, but we're going to be looking at Eddie Van Halen style. So what he does with his pick, he will put it in his middle finger like this. He'll hide it away so he can pick it out quickly like that. Hopefully you can see that on my other camera. And then it leaves your index finger free to tap. So there we go. So that's his technique with his right hand. You can actually use your middle finger, as I said, and just leave your pick where you'd usually have it and do it like this. It's completely up to you. But as I said, if you want the Eddie Van Halen technique, you have to use your index finger. Okay, so let's learn some licks. So we're going to do this in the key of A, and we're going to be using the A minor pentatonic, shapes 1 and shapes 4. The first shape looks like this. And shape 4 looks like this. The root notes on the A string of the 12th fret for shape 4. So we're going to be using those two shapes to learn some tapping licks. Right, let's go through the first lick, and we're going to do this on one string. So this is the high E. You want to put your first finger on the 5th fret and your pinky, or your third finger. Let's go for our third finger on the 8th fret. We're going to be tapping on the 12th fret. And the lick will go like this. Tap on the 12th fret, let go for the 5th, then hammer on to the 8th fret with your third finger, and then pull off. And a tip that I'm going to give you, which served me so well, is when you're tapping on the 12th fret, you want to kind of flick away. It's like you're almost flicking the string off. Don't flick it completely off like this, because the string will go off, but that flicking motion will get you a clearer note. Now you've got that, let's apply this to all 6 strings. And what we're going to do is we're going to start on the low E string, and we'll do the same shape. So your first finger on the 5th fret and your third finger on the 8th. And And we're basically going to be going up the scale. You can use your pinky instead of your third finger on fret 8 like this. And that keeps your fingers nicely in position, but can be a bit tricky when you're changing strings if you're a beginner. So feel free to use your first finger and third finger. So on the low E string, we're going to do the same pattern like this. So we want our first finger on the 5th fret and our pinky or third finger on the 8th. And then our tapping finger will be on the 12th. So we're going to go tap, let go, hammer onto the 8th fret, and do that twice. So what we're doing here with our tapping finger is tapping the first note of shape 4 of the pentatonic scale. So we're going to go like this: 12, 12, 12, 12, 13, 12. You can play 12 on the B string, which is a B, which is the major second in A. That sounds fine as well. So if you don't want to go out of position, you can play that 12th fret on the B string. So it would sound like this all together. And super fast. This lick sounds absolutely awesome over rock, of course, metal and blues. You can try it over jazz. Maybe that's jazz fusion, who knows. Let's go through that lick really slowly. So tap on the 12th fret, then we're going to let go to the 5th fret, then hammer onto the 8th with our pinky, and then do it again. Then on the A string underneath, we're going to change the shape slightly. We want our first finger on the 5th fret and our third finger on the 7th, but we're still keeping our tapping there on the 12th. Tap with your first finger, pull off to the 5th fret, hammer on with your third finger to the 7th, and do that twice. Then the same pattern again on the D string, same on the G string. So that's super easy. This is where it gets a little more difficult. You're going to be playing 5, 8, and then 12. So tap 12 to your 5th fret, then hammer on to the 8th fret with your third finger or pinky. Do that twice. And then same again on the next string. So the most difficult parts of these licks are when you change strings and finger patterns. So at the beginning it's pretty easy. A bit tricky here changing strings. Easy now because it's exactly the same. Easy again, it's same. This one's a bit more difficult. And there's the lick. So let's put this in some kind of context. Let me loop something and then try out the lick. I'll put a link to a backing track up here in A minor so you can shred away with this lick. Maybe try some different combinations with it. You can do some string skipping like this. You can also try tapping 2 parts of the next shape. So with that shape 4, you could tap twice. You can also try tapping other shapes. So instead of tapping onto shape 4, maybe do shape 5. Maybe instead of with your left hand doing shape 1, do shape 5 and then tap another shape. Have some fun. You can also try moving your left hand around into different pentatonic boxes like this. And you can do this on different strings. All I'm doing there is moving up from the first box to the second box. That's it for this lesson. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment, leave a like. Let me know what kind of lessons you want in the future. I've got a much better setup now with 3 cameras that I can record these for you guys. Thanks as always for your support. I'll see you for another video soon. Take care, guys.